Hello everyone, this is Do a Dreamer. So yes, today I'm going to give you guys my predictions of the next episode of Death Battle, and I'm really looking forward to this because it features a battle between Balrog, aka Mike Bison, aka M. Bison if you live in Japan, versus Tyler Johnson Garrett, aka TJ Combo. And this is going to be their first Street Fighter versus Killer Instinct battle. And after playing these two characters years ago, I've always wanted to see these two go at it, and I just can't wait to see this. Now, I've noticed that there are people who are saying that would have been a better fight if it was TJ Combo versus Jax, seeing that they both have cybernetic implants, and there were some people who wanted to see Little Mac versus Balrog. But I'm going to be honest with you when I say this, that Little Mac would definitely beat Balrog, because if you played Punch-Out, he has fought characters that are beyond his level and still able to fight and beat them. So right away I would say that Lil Mac would win. But here's the reason why I believe that they have these two go at it. What's the connection between these two besides them being boxers? Well, they're both disgraced professional athletes. You have TJ Combo, who was cheating for the longest time with the cybernetic implants in his arms, which is why he was the undisputed champion for 5 years, and he got caught and he was stripped and he was pretty much disgraced by his profession. And then you have Balrog, who is permanently banned from professional boxing because of his unnecessary roughness. He even killed a man in the ring. So pretty much we're seeing two disgraced professional athletes doing battle. And I'm still looking forward to this because these are one of my favorite characters I love playing with when it comes to Street Fighter and Killer Instinct. And also guys, this episode is going to be animated by Torrian. Yes, he is coming back since Megazord versus Voltron. I think he really needed to take a little bit of a break after that because that is one of his biggest projects. But he is coming back to animate Balrog versus TJ Combo, and he also showed a little sample on Twitter, and it looks awesome. I really can't wait to see this episode. But anyway guys, let's go on with my prediction for this battle, and I'm going to start off by talking about TJ Combo. Now, when I did some research on this guy, I didn't really get much out of him, like strength feats and special feats and whatnot, except for the fact that he has cybernetic implants, which gives him extra striking power far beyond an average fighter. And he's able to go toe-to-toe with mutants and inhumans and whatnot, but that's pretty much all I got. But although, if you see his moveset is pretty much devastating. It's pretty damn impressive. And also, he's not just a boxer. He also has an MMA background, or a grappler rushdown style of fighting, which is pretty much displayed in the new Killer Instinct video game in 2013. So that is actually a good advantage for him. All I can say is, based on the movesets and based on who he is, he has a speed and agility advantage in my opinion. And also the fact that he has an MMA background, he also has a variety of movesets compared to Balrog, in my opinion. And also, there's one little disadvantage that I want to say. Because he was cheating this whole time with the cybernetic implants, I really feel that his confidence in his own skills is his Achilles heel, compared to Balrog, where Balrog is actually all natural with his techniques in boxing. But anyway, speaking of Balrog, let's talk about him. Now, I am, like I said, a huge fan of Balrog, and he's mostly a boxer, but he's a dirty fighting boxer. He'll headbutt you, he'll step on your toes, and I'm really hoping that they don't make him bite someone's ear off in homage to Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield, seems that Balrog is based off of Mike Tyson, but if they do, it would be funny. But anyway, like I said, he's a very dirty boxer. His striking power is very crazy. There was one time he punched Dhalsim's elephant, and you know how big an elephant is. He punched an elephant once, and the elephant died. So that is serious. And despite his size, he is very fast, guys. And if you see his moveset where he does these Russian attacks with his punches, now I wouldn't say that he's as fast as TJ Combo, but fast enough where you get punched by him, you're gonna die by a punch. But of course, he has faced many fighters with different disciplines and has defeated them once before. And there was one feat that I found out that he has survived an explosion, and this was actually shown in Street Fighter Alpha 3. So his durability is crazy up there compared to TJ Combo. And like I said before, he has more confidence in his skills than TJ Combo, because TJ Combo relied mostly on his cybernetic implants. Now, there's one thing I will have to mention, that in the new Killer Instinct game, he doesn't have the cybernetic implants anymore because he wanted to prove that he can actually be a great fighter without them. But knowing Death Battle, I think they are going to incorporate the cybernetic implants. But if they do, I'm going to believe that with Balrog's striking power, it might break those cybernetic implants, which would pretty much defeat TJ Combo. And speaking of who I think is going to win, I really think that Balrog is going to take this, mainly because of his striking power and also his confidence in his own skills. Now, the thing is, I feel that without the cybernetic implants, would TJ Combo be a force to be reckoned with? Now, it proved that he is a force to be reckoned with in the new Killer Instinct game. But if they're going to allow him to have the cybernetic implants and say they are broken by Balrog, what's going to happen? So I really feel that in terms of confidence and in terms of striking power, Balrog is going to take this, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong, guys. As always, I could be wrong. So I'm not going to get mad or salty if Balrog does lose against TJ Combo. And also, the thing is, I didn't really find much feats to actually make me suggest otherwise that TJ Combo would win. So if you guys know anything, any kind of strength feats, speed feats, or whatnot with TJ Combo, please leave them in the comment section below, and I might even change my prediction finding these out, because I know there's a comic book of Killer Instinct, and I was trying to find stuff on that, and I couldn't find anything. So if you guys want to help me out and getting to know more about TJ Combo, please leave comments down below. But for right now, I'm going to go with Balrog on this one. But anyway, guys, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on this battle. Who do you think is going to win? And feel free to leave any information I might have missed out in the comment section below, and we're going to discuss and debate about it. Alright, guys, take care, and always dream big.